Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Nguyening Lifestyles. Today, we're going to give you a quick tutorial on what drip is and how to do it with Fidelity. So let's get started. Now, in order to really understand what drip is, we got to first tell you what is a dividend. Well, dividends are when the shareholders, the company that you bought shares of, that stock you paid for, right? Those companies are basically borrowing money from you so that they can run it, make new innovations, get more sales, and just pop out the next best thing. But in order to reward the people who are giving the money, aka you, for being an investor and buying that stock, some of them give you a dividend. Now, that's the really important part. Not every single company pays out a dividend. There are different classifications for all of that, and we'll pop out another video about what that is in the future. But so basically what happens is when business is booming and they're rolling in cash, they might decide, hey, you know what? It's time that we split up some of this extra dough and give you back some coin. And unfortunately, it really is just maybe a few coins. Now, different stocks, different companies pay different dividends at different rates. So make sure you do your research on that. And there's a ton of ways you can find that either on Fidelity itself or any of those big stock analysis websites out there. There's a ton of them. You do you figure out, make sure you do your own due diligence. But basically, you get a chance to get paid back some money. Now, what do you do with that new cash though? Well, what you could do is you can take it out and use it to buy some tendies, or if you're really fancy, maybe go for some Korean fried chicken, or if you like me, maybe you want to do KBBQ all day, every day. Or what you could do is you could just leave it in your brokerage account and decide, you know what, I'm going to pop it back into the stock market by buying a different stock. But there is another option, and that is letting it drip. Well, not really that kind of drip, but you know what I mean. DRIP essentially stands for Dividend Reinvestment Plan. And all that means is that instead of you having to go back, log in, see that cash that got deposited back into your account, and then deciding, okay, am I going to cash out or am I going to put it into another stock? You have the option to actually buy more of that exact same stock that just paid you a dividend at a fractional price. Okay, so basically if they're only paying out a dividend at like 50 cents, that means you're going to get 50 cents worth of the stock at that market price at that time that you were getting it. Now, this is done completely through your brokerage, and as far as I know, the majority of brokerages now do allow DRIP. And it's really awesome because this is how you take advantage of compounding. And before fractional shares became a thing, this was how you were able to buy and own fractional shares. It just lets you truly become passively invested in whatever equity or stock that you're thinking about, that you own. So this is just a great way to be hands-off and really start your journey towards building wealth. Now let's see how we can do that in Fidelity. I wanted to show you real quick how you can figure out how much dividend whatever stock you're interested in pays. Now you can also just Google this and Google will just tell you. You can go on to Seeking Alpha, The Motley Fool, basically every brokerage out there that provides some sort of analysis and trading info will give you this. You can even go on Yahoo and find this information. So it's out there, it's abundant. And what you'll see is up top, here's just a quick summary of Apple, the hot stock that's going on right now, suddenly took a dip at the beginning of the week. But they pay an annual dividend about 82 cents and their yield's about 0.68 cents. And all that is a percentage representing how much dividends they're paying you in terms of their share price. Right now, if you want more information, all you need to do is scroll down here and they'll tell you all the trends with the dividends. This is what we mean by doing your research, right? If you click on this and check it out, you want to make sure that you're picking a company whose dividends is constantly growing. They've never missed a payment. They want to keep giving you more, and that just has a good moat, all that good stuff. And we'll have another video to teach you about how to really find great companies and do your due diligence later on. But as you can see here, Apple's been doing a relatively good job, going up from 16 cents all the way to 21. Now, again, in a year, if you own one share, it's not like you're going to be rich or anything. You're only going to get like 82 cents. But the good thing is the more shares you own, the more dividends you're going to get. And each time you let it drip, that's like, hey, you own more shares of Apple now. So you get a fraction of a bit more. Now, it's not like every stock pays out such a small amount. I mean, yes, it is pretty common to see that stocks usually don't pay out more than $1. Like if you're looking at some big growth players in technology like Microsoft, you'll also see that they do a pretty good job. They're paying out $2.04 a year, so that's about 50 cents per quarter. Other stocks pay out monthly. For instance, if you're looking at O Realty Group, you'll see that they pay out $2.80, and they do this on a monthly basis, right? If you check it out here, you can see they were doing pretty good, paying out about 68, 70 cents per month, all the way up until they hit like 47 cents. So this is just something to keep in mind, right? You can see how much they pay each quarter, and it's pretty good for the share price. I mean, O is currently trading around $64, so it's not a bad thing. But just even if you wanted to buy like an index fund like the S&P 500, like VOO from Vanguard or SPY, you'll also see that they still pay out dividends, and you can have it just drip and reinvest automatically, so you own more shares of whatever you're buying. This is what most people do so that they can really capitalize on the compounding effect. Dividends get paid out at different rates at different times for different companies. Like if you look at Home Depot, right, they're doing a great job of paying out dividends. They pay $6 per year. So that means they pay out on a quarterly basis. So we check this out. The most recent dividend they paid out was $1.50. Okay. And you can see the dividend frequency here and all that good stuff. But so now that you know how to figure out how much dividends you're getting paid, let's figure out how to turn this on in Fidelity. So go ahead and go to your portfolio. And then once you're here, all you really need to do is click on more over here. Now you may have less tabs than me. Just know that you want to look for the more tab, and then you want to look for the account features. It might just say account features right there. And then what you do is you go ahead and click on the brokerage and trading. Like see, it will say reinvest dividends and all that stuff. You might have a few less things. You might have a few more things, but that doesn't really matter. What you're looking for is the dividends and capital gains. Go ahead and click on that. And just like that, you can see all the shares that you own in whatever accounts you have, whether it's your Roth or your brokerage account. And then it will tell you, okay, so what's happening here? Do I have my dividends reinvesting? Reinvesting is drip. And all the capital gains reinvesting, or do I see myself just holding on to it? Well, I recently bought a few stocks, and for some reason, I do not know why, Fidelity hasn't updated it, so it will automatically make it reinvest, even though I click on all future equities reinvest. But that's okay, as long as I'm checking on this a little bit before each quarter, I'm gonna be fine. As I can see here, most of my stocks I set to drip, automatically reinvest, buy me some more shares with the dividends that I got. So right here, like for instance, Cisco, I'm gonna go ahead and click on this to update it. I want it to reinvest in my security, so I just click on reinvest in security. And then I want to go ahead and do this for all of them and make sure that all future purchases are the same. So I'll double check these two boxes. Again, you can go through and pick which stocks you want to reinvest in, which ones you want to just take and cash out. But then click update, and there you go. Everything's done. And let's go back and check out what we have. And just like that, looks like everything is now reinvested. Sweet. Okay, so once that's done, if you want to know what happens when you receive your dividend, I'll quickly show you. It's all automatic right now. Now, there are multiple ways to see this in your account. If you want to check this out, I usually do this by clicking activities and orders. And what happens is when your dividend pays out, it will go into your core account. And if you have it set up to drip, it will automatically take that money back out of the core account and then give you a fractional share of the stock in the amount that it's currently worth based on how much dividend you got paid. So for example, I recently got paid dividends for Honeywell a few days ago. And as you can see here, I received a dividend of $2.70, but on the exact same day, it just automatically reinvested for me, and it bought me $2.70 worth of Honeywell shares. And if we want to check that out, all I need to go is click on positions and then scroll down, and then here we go. Let me find my Honeywell. Here's my Honeywell, and I can see right here that money that I got for dividends got reinvested and bought 0.016 shares of Honeywell. And there you have it. That's how you automatically do dividend reinvestment. So thanks so much for checking us out here at Nguyening Lifestyles, everybody. If you enjoyed this video, please do us a huge favor and smash the like button. It really helps us with the YouTube algorithm. We want to get the word out and share with more people how they can take charge of their life and start building wealth. And if you want to see more, feel free to subscribe, ring that notification bell, and leave a comment for anything you'd like to see in the future or just to say hi. We really appreciate you taking the time to support us and check us out. Until the next time.